Oseo, everyone. How y'all doing today? I am Crow, your entertainer for this broadcast, and welcome to the episode. Well, if today I just was about to say, well, if today's Sunday, guess what? Y'all's in for a bonus episode, but I just checked my computer's calendar and it says it's Monday. So y'all's lucky there, but apologies for being late. I was wrapping up listening to news about Daniel Penny, the subway, the dude that with the subway incident, and the with the other black dude. Daniel Penny being the white dude. Don't know how much I can say on these platforms because I am not a journalist. Actually, I am a journalist in a sense because I do report on news from time to time. There is that one interview I did with that Star Fox fan developer. So, yeah, in a sense, I am a journalist. It's just I'm not an established journalist, so. But, anyways, yeah, I was catching up on that news and getting ready. Mainly just catching up on news. But anyways, as y'all can see, no game today. Y'all probably wondering why is that. Well, I would show you, but I'm not going to. I am uninstalling all my games in preparation to upgrade upgrade my hard not the hard drive, but install a hard drive with more memory, more storage memory, about 8 terabytes, I believe. And I'm going to move all my games onto there because currently I've got them on about a 1.5, a 2 terabyte drive, and it's not enough. Not for the games I got on Steam, Epic, a GOG, itch.io, what's the other ones? Oh, and my emulators, definitely my emulators. EA, Ubisoft, as well as basically my to include my streaming software and the mods I tend to just keep around even though they're out of date. So yeah, I'm upgrading my storage, and I don't think there's going to be too many games until what was is it until after the 17th when I'm really able to download everything. Until then, we'll make do with what we got. Make do with what you got. Doesn't matter if I'm ready or not. That's about the only kind of. I know I changed it there, but that's for a fair use purposes. But that's about the only verse I know of that song. But yeah, today we are. Excuse me. Well, I will be doing some more writing within a. Excuse me. I suddenly need to take a heartburn pill. Give me a moment, folks. Oh, Meprazole. You better be in there. Yeah, suddenly got warm up here in Indiana after I don't know how long of being. Well, it wasn't really that long of being cold, but though technically right now we're not even in winter, we're still kind of in autumn. Seasonal wise, calendar wise, us Hoosers are in a winter. Seasonal wise, we're in the late bits of autumn. Thank you, global warming, for that. Pepsi. Room temperature Pepsi at that, but I don't care as long as it's not hot to the point of being thick and syrupy, I'll probably drink it. I prefer it cold, but I'll drink it. Actually, there are some sodas I prefer hot, like a Verner's. Yeah, Verner's. That is a really good ginger ale soda. Now, I actually prefer it hot to cold. But anyways, I'm gonna have to separate that into another part. As I was saying before, I started getting heartburn. I will be doing a bit more writing in the TransVerse Alternity, specifically the story I'm crafting for in the that entitled a overtime. Uh, that cinnamon had walked in the room. It's either my imagination, my schizophrenia bugging me, which is entirely possible considering I've got a really annoying headache right now, or something or someone not currently of the material world came through. I'm more inclined to believe it's the latter. But as I was saying before I was kind of interrupted, I'm going to be writing more of the overtime story. If y'all been reading some of this, kind y'all y'all probably don't know what's going on. I have actually uploaded what I had previously completed until I started writing again, like yesterday or the day before, up over on Fur Affinity. Did I also upload it on a book stories? No, I did not upload it to my Discord. I will if I don't do that after the stream, y'all chat. That includes you chat. That's anybody who watches the VODs. That's y'all are chat. Remind me if y'all don't see it up in a few days, and I'll actually directly upload it there to the Safe for Work book stories subboard to the channel. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing some more writing. As y'all could probably see, to warn y'all, this character, Risha Demar, is very foul mouthed. She, forgive my French, but she don't give a shit. She has had a very, very hard life, and her way of dealing with it is through rampant alcoholism, rampant, well, I wouldn't say rampant drug use. She's more of a, her drug of choice is booze. Getting, not getting pass out drunk to the point where her body's still going around, but her conscious brain, it's not even there. She's just moving on instinct. She's not much. She's not a diehard narcotics user, but she's a habitual user of narcotics. She's always looking for something different. She's more. I wouldn't say she's a connoisseur, but more of a sommelier. You know, like Johnny Silverhand in a when you do that motel quest, and he can actually pick up the specific type of narcotic they're brewing upstairs. Rish is kind of like that. Just one little whiff, and she can tell you the type of one DMT from the other without even having to use it. She she is that kind of connoisseur of a sommelier of narcotics. She enjoys them. She does. She's not addicted to them. She may be an addicted alcoholic though. I haven't ruled that out. It's Risha's a little weird because she doesn't. The way Risha is canonically is may not translate into Transformers because Risha's biology does not allow her to become addicted to substances because she is half demon. That is why she is such an adrenaline junkie. Because adrenaline, it's natural for her. She's addicted to the adrenaline high. That's why she keeps getting in trouble the way she does as a rogue. It's the thrill of the chase, the thrill of being hunted down, the thrill of can I get through this without being spotted? Can I do this without anybody knowing I'm here? Can I leave this message and get away with it? Now, she can enjoy the high. It's kind of like almost like cats with they're with drinking alcohol. Physically, they're impaired. They can be impaired, but mentally, she's clear-headed as ever. Although she is not, although unlike cats, Risha, she's not physically impaired. Her system doesn't respond like that. But I don't know how it's going to translate into basically the transverse yet because the story hasn't told me. I'm one of those writers that write through discovery. I just write and let the story take me where the story takes me. Then I go back and correct things that as the story demands and keep correcting it and keep correcting it. It's kind of like Alan Wake. We tell the story that the story wants to tell, and it's not a circle; it's a spiral. We keep refining it and refining it and refining it until the story says, "I think that's enough." I know we can refine it further, but I think that's enough. Yeah. So, if you're, I would recommend because if you're under the age, you're the legal age majority. If you're not a legal adult in your country, don't be watching this episode because there's a very it's most likely I will be writing a out profanity, and if you have a problem with profanity, especially British profanity and Australian profanity, even though I'm an American and I really don't know much, I'll be doing a little bit of research as we go through these next 2-ish hours about certain derogatories and the slurs, which I'll try, which I will fix and post if I think it needs to. But if you're somebody that has a problem with profanity, this is not the stream for you. Even in the written form, because Risha uses profanity when she's pissed off, when she's trying to piss someone off, when she's just trying to be annoying, when she's also trying to be endearing, especially to the people close to her. When she's screwing around, she's being playful. It's just who she is. She's one of those that uses profanity as often as a devoted Christian prays. And she does it specifically oftentimes because it knows it upsets other people. She likes screwing around with other people. And it all stems back from her childhood, so let's not get into that because the story hasn't gotten to that part yet. Or I really haven't written that down. That's what Steven's written. So I'll probably translate some of his stuff over, but I don't know yet. The story hasn't said anything about that, so I'm not touching that just yet. I've got an idea of what I'm crafting, and that's that. So, but otherwise, as I write, and if y'all watching along, I am going to put on something from Gilded Tongue, which. Oh, before I begin, the program, the app I'm using is called Campfire. Y'all may have heard it around. I learned it from Shadiversity. I have since purchased a few of the modules, and I am subscribed to the rest of them, looking to purchase them all eventually. This is a great writing tool. Not just a writing tool, a world building tool for video game documents, which I actually let's go over here, which I actually use with Project Prophecy for writing. As you see, I've got this here, but I also got my little fan project, which G1 Transformer novels, which I am in my whenever I watch the Transformers cartoons or read the original Marvel comics, I start translating those for my own entertainment, for nobody else, it's just for myself, transforming those. I believe under this I don't know if it, I believe it would fall under fair use, but the property owners would probably disagree. Transforming those into short stories and full-length novels, like each episode, combining the comics and novels with my own personal takes on things, maybe even updating the timeline. I don't know yet, but translating what five like a the episode Dinobot Island into an actual book. But also for universe, just personal world building, tales from Chakona space. This is more of a repository for everything Chakat I come across. Uh, there's a just for the Chakat universe I come across. But for world building, I actually got Pokemon Pocket Monsters, my own personal universe, which is through Shattered Glass. For world building, the Chronicles of Ashara. This is a very handy program. There's a free version, but it's limited. And for full disclosure, I have not been paid to say anything good or bad about them, about the company, about the people that work for them, about the app themselves. I'm just a user that actually pays for it. I'm just a writer, a world builder somebody that likes to collect things and put them and organize them in a semi-coherent way. That just likes this program over everything else. But that's just for if y'all wanted to know kind of what it does, because you got manuscripts. You can create characters. Manuscripts are your store where you go and write. You can actually just write anything, screenplays or what. You got locations. You can create your own maps. Research. I really haven't done anything. I've got a beef with timelines because you can't really create your own dates. There's a set date range. You can't really create your own calendar. There's a set calendar range. But you can create calendars. You got story arcs, relationship graph. You got your encyclopedia. You got your magic systems. Species I use whenever I create a new species. You got your cultures. I still really don't know how to create a culture, but you got your various items. Still unsure how systems work. You got your various languages, but it's a great system. But anyways, enough about me chitter chatter. But usually it takes about 30-40 minutes to get through the top. Basically take 30-40 minutes off the front of these streams for these chats or updates or whatever. Let's call them a crow's cause. The crow's cawing nonsense. The crow's caw? Just cawing? Oh no. Yeah, I know, but just mewling about? So we've got Dragon Quest 4 we could listen to. Donut Country. I still want to do Fandango, Grim Fandango again, but I haven't gotten Serge's permission. So I'm not going to a Is that just one episode? I'll have to ask Gildy about that. Magical Star Sign. I'm not doing Zelda because of copyright issues. Nintendo is. We all know Nintendo's reputation for being very litigious about certain properties they hold a very tight reign over. So I would also like Super Mario Land. 4 crystals, magic. How long's the Usagi? Not that long. I say there's 4 of them, but some episodes I've watched with some streamers and let's players go on for hours and hours on end. Planescape Torment, Jazz Jackrabbit. Is there anything I'd very much like Super Mario Bros. The long play, but Nintendo! You want to know what? Didn't Gildy do like Arcana, Arcanum? Okay, there's Night in the Woods. I don't feel like a Lovecraftian horror. Yeah, Arcanum. We just on episode 2. You wanna know what? Let's start over again. I don't remember watching episode 1.
Let's see here.
Excuse me, I gotta sneeze.
Hello and welcome to Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura. And I'll probably get that title wrong a few times because I think I keep saying of Magic and Steamworks Obscura, but still the same thing. It is Arcanum. It is a game that came out in 2001, right after Black Isle, the people who did the Fallout games broke up and splintered off. Brian Fargo went off to exile.
Apologies
like
about
the
that.
Bard's Tale games, and now is doing the Wasteland games. Fergus Utherkart or Uthart. It's a Russian name, and I can't pronounce it. He went on to make Obsidian. which has done a lot of really great games, including the wonderful Fallout New Vegas, which is, to me, the actual third Fallout game, and the last one. And then Tim Kaine created Trokia Games, which, if you're familiar with any other game Trokia has made, Arcanum, Vampire Bloodlines, and Temple of Elemental Evil, their games are very ambitious, very wonderful and atmospheric, and buggy as hell. Yeah, so apparently Tim Kaine is where all the bugs in Fallout came from. I am currently playing with a massive overhaul. Down here you see the ME 1.408. This is the Multiverse Edition, which is, again, a giant overhaul of Arcanum. It fixes a lot of the bugs, puts back in a bunch of stuff that was cut out, and includes a lot of the free expansions that Trokia made after release. So, go to single player. Now, the game used to have a multiplayer. That's been taken out for the Multiverse Edition. I think even the GOG Edition, which this is which I have the base game from. I think that even gets rid of the multiplayer. Great concept, poor execution. But we'll do single player. And this is going to be a new game. You can pick pre-designed characters. Erwin Tumblebrook, Godfrey Castleberger, Horace McGinney, Muck Evil Eye, Drendlalur, Solomon Dune, Merrick blah 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 blah. But we're going to do a new character. So, before I start, let's talk about the setting of Arcanum, which is by far one of its best aspects. Arcanum is a game that takes place during the Industrial Revolution, the Victorian era. It is very steampunk, which is where you get, part of the title from, of Steamworks. Not enough role-playing games take place during this time, and it is a real shame. Also, usually there isn't this much black, but with the update, I've moved this into widescreen, so I can see a lot more. So some pages like this look a little bit wonky. But this, kind of like that Shadowrun game, is a world that includes fantasy races. You got humans, dwarves, elves, half-elves, gnomes, halflings, half-orcs, half-ogres. And you can choose the gender of your race to be stronger than the field and lower constitution. Kind of is true. Men have, just naturally all 8s, whereas if you click to women, they gain a point in constitution and lowered in strength, which, it's not the most egregious thing I've ever seen. Here's another thing. When they made the game, and this hasn't been fixed because it would cost a lot of money, or a lot of time and resources for the people who made this patch, the only female species allowed are the medium-sized ones. So you can do human, elf, half-elf, or half-orc. You can't play any of the dwarves, halflings, gnomes, because they're too small and they don't have a small female sprite. And you can't play a female half-ogre, which is kind of disappointing. That said, we are going to play a half-orc female. Going to choose a Let's see, which one would I prefer more? I think I might want to go with this one. And then there's the background, which allows you a bit of changes in all of your stats and what you start off with. No significant backgrounds, take handers, blah 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 blah. So many of these. Some of them are species oriented. Some of them, anyone can have. Usually I would have gone with Sickly if this was Vanilla Arcanum. Mother Nature can be harsh mistress, having born with an extremely weak immune system. You have penalties to strength and constitution. Drops those down to 6, which isn't terrible, but it's not great. And dexterity. That I'm a little more upset with the build I'm planning for this character. But all's not lost. Afternoon Sense for the Fever and a good book has afforded you unnaturally high intelligence, plus 6. Brings our intelligence to 14. Really useful, but I don't think I'm going to do that one. What I am going to do is Technophobia, Miracle Operation, Charming Soul, Heavy Hand, Undersize. Some of these are added with the multiverse version, and including the background I want to go with. Working class defender. You grew up in a factory and hated the system that reigns in Tarrant and other bourgeoisie industrial megacities. Being brought up outside the normal environment, you cannot boast good health, -5 hit points, and get a reaction penalty of -5. You are, however, gifted an attentive young half-orc, which makes it possible to understand the structure of enterprise and production cycles. You get a bonus +1 to intelligence and perception. Nice. After propagating for trade unions were kicked out of the factory you grew up in, were assisted by grateful workers who have ushered you their last pennies to purchase you a ticket aboard the IFS Zephyr bound for Tarrant, the industrial center of the world. And we are going to name ourselves Alyssa Relfus. Now, yeah, I think that should be good. So we click here, and we're at level 1, and we've got 5 points to toss around to everything. You can put points right into your raw stats, which you'll need to do to increase some of your skills. You can put it right into your health, which, is useful. And then there is fatigue. Fatigue is both your ability to stay awake and also your magic power. We're not playing a magic user, so no need to worry about that. These are our skills. We have combat skills, bows, dodge, melee, throwing. We've got a half point in both dodge and melee as a half-orc. You have your thieving skills, backstab, pickpocket, prowling, and spot trap. All very useful. Social skills, gambling, haggling, healing, and persuasion. We're going to be putting some stuff into that. And finally, technological skills. Sorry about that. While thieves can spot traps, it takes a technological skill to disarm it. That said, we're putting a point in firearms because that's going to be our predominant way of dealing with violence, is we're going to be using a gun. And if you've noticed, our affiliation meter went 5 towards technological. Your affinity towards technology or magic determines how well magic affects you and how well you can use it. If you are like all the way down here at 100 and someone tries to cast a fireball at you, you essentially ignore it because you're a technological beast. That said, if you tried to say use a healing potion while your technological affinity is at 100, it does nothing. So keep that in mind. That said, yep, this one has all sorts of spells. We aren't going to be using any of those. We are going to do technological disciplines. And we are going to learn how to create a handcrafted flintlock. At this point, I am going to spend, from my 3 remaining points, 1 more point in beauty, 1 point in charisma, just to get my looks up, I guess. I can't take anything down because, you know, that would be useful. And this is our alignment meter. If it's going over towards here, we're good. If it's going over towards here, we're being bad. We're going to probably be trying to be good for this run. So, I'm going to do that, plus I think I'm going to put a point into haggling. So, we go from here, and we are greeted with the human shopkeeper. This is a sort of an introductory thing that shows how well you kind of start off with. You always start off with 400 gold, unless your background says differently, and you just start off with like a pair of basic clothing. So, the first thing I'm going to do is buy this elegant dress, which increases my reaction to plus 20. So, see how this regular sword is 155 coins. I'm going to buy and wear this dress. Suddenly, the sword is worth 112. Aha! So, we look good. Out of the weapons we are going to have available to us, I am going to purchase a fine steel dagger, because that's only 28. The weapon I would have kind of preferred is a quality sword, but that's 140, and I'm not going to be using that much in melee, although I'm definitely going to put points into melee eventually, because a lot of times you're kind of forced to use regular combat. So I have 310 left. You can gamble with the opening shopkeeper and hope to get enough money to afford like the rifle and things, but yeah. So I am going to purchase let's exit out of that and try to purchase 70 bullets? Yeah, okay, I can afford a bit more. 6 more bullets, I think. Oh, 7. Okay, I've got 77 bullets on hand, 2 gold coins to rub against each other. Notice I have not picked up the flintlock pistol. Yep, I should be able to work my own mojo with that. So, we hit next screen, and we go to the opening cutscene.
me, please. Oh, thank you, my friend. I haven't got much time. You must find the boy. Find the boy and give him back his ring. He will know what needs to be done. Now listen to me. We had to do it. He did unspeakable things to us. We had no choice but to do as he said. There are so few of us left, but the work is almost finished. And then the evil, you can't imagine. He's coming back to destroy everything and everyone. Please, just find the boy. Tell him that I escaped. I came back to warn. He will know what to do. You, my friend, it's all up to you.
And that is our somber beginning. Our ship has crashed. We've talked to a dying gnome, throwing a ring in our hands, asking us to find the boy, and a hooded, robed figure approaches us. As you can see in the upper right-hand corner, it's loading. Yep. It's actually loading up a whole lot. Hopefully this isn't going to be too usual when we go to new places, but yeah.
I can't believe it! I mean, you and then the Zeppelin and the fire! And the altar says that... Do you have any idea what all of this means?
What are you going on about?
You speak! I mean... Of course you speak. What am I, a blathering idiot? Wait, what did you say? Maybe I should be writing all of this down.
I'd like to help you out here, but I'm a bit confused.
I am at a loss here. I don't quite know what to do. I mean, you are the... Oh, of course you are. I mean, you do know who you are, right? Of course you do. What sort of brainless, half-baked question is that for what do you call yourself?
Please, sir, slow down and tell me what you're saying.
Please, forgive me. I'm making a bloody mess of this whole affair. My name is Virgil, madam, and I'm new to the Panari religion. Your religion, and I... Oh, wait. I hereby dedicate... commit my life to the living one. I, Virgil, am at your service, madam.
So he's kneeling in front of me right now. Virgil, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm just not who you think I am.
Yes, of course you're not really him, just his reincarnation. I mean, that is the case, right? I have to admit, I'm no expert in elven philosophy or prophecy. Bloody confusing, you know. All those these, thous... Not that it's not interesting.
Virgil.
Yes, right. Just give me a moment here. You see, the Panari, that's the religion that was formed around the things that he said. I mean, that you said. Oh, forget it. Let's start at the beginning. Or this beginning, since there is a lot more that came before this. You are the reincarnation of a powerful elf who the Panari worship, and whose name is,
Yes?
Right. Yes, the name. Wait. I remember something. It is written in the scriptures. The living one will live again on wings of fire. No, wait. I think it says, reborn on wings of fire. Oh, blood and ashes. Why do elves always have to be so damn cryptic?
Do the scriptures speak of a dying gnome and a ring?
I don't know about the ring, but this business about the evil one returning. As I've said, I don't know a whole lot about the Panari prophecies, but I think you were supposed to return and fight someone evil. Bloody hell! I should know more of this.
If this is confusing to you, imagine how I must feel.
I would like to clear up your confusion, but I am new to the Panari religion myself. I must bring you to meet my mentor, Elder Joachim. He can answer your questions. He is in Shrouded Hills, a town at the base of these mountains.
Who is this Joachim fellow?
Joachim, well, gave me a hand when I needed it. Showed me the truth of the Panari and its beliefs. He's a very wise man, and will know what needs to be done.
Well, let's go talk to this Joachim fellow and straighten this out.
The path out of here leading down to Shrouded Hills is down to the southeast. We'll stop by the Panari shrine on the way out. See if it makes any of this any more clear. We should look for any other survivors before we leave, though. What do you think?
Agreed. But that's going to be for next time. So when we come back, Arcanum.
Remember, if you like the video,
opens up
like
with a
and
bang.
subscribe
Have a
to
good
Gildy's channel.
Very quickly taken out because
No. We go back to 0.
Hello and welcome back to
Closed
Arcanum
caption.
of Steamworks and Magic Obscura, where we last left off.
Hey, I did that
Well,
without
yeah,
even
that's
seeing where I was
exactly what
clicking
that
because of the way
was.
I got
And
my
that's Virgil.
computer monitor set up.
And
Give me a minute
we're
here,
currently gonna
folks.
try
I
to see if
am
there's
actually
any
going
survivors,
to be
and by
uploading
survivors, we mean probably
the
let's see, we've got
what I've
a
previously
matchbook
done
from
with
the Roseboro
with
Inn,
overtime.
as well as a passport for a man named Preston Radcliffe.
Up to my
Nothing
Discord.
there.
Let's see, where's
Bottle of
it's
wine,
probably not. Okay,
metal plate,
library drive.
some steel. That might be useful.
No,
Victoria Warren. Nothing to loot. Muck Evil Eye.
Nope.
Yeah, all of the characters that you had available as
Nope.
sort of your default are all kind of among the
Actually, Transformers
here.
or
Bloodguard Bloodstone.
is it even
nothing
here?
there. Solomon. No. It's got a bunch of electrolyte
Transformers
solutions,
RPG.
as well as 21 more gold.
Which actually,
And no hit.
I would recommend, as
Alien
if
Wolf.
you're into Transformers, actually
set the
get what
combat
is it?
to,
Rogue
turn-based,
Games,
because I'm kind of weak at the moment.
the official Transformer
So
RPG
let's
source books.
Run over here and hit
They
him.
answer quite a few questions that the
Yeah, because
community,
I was low
that Transformers
on,
fan community has
my
had
action
over the
points.
years.
It cost me a little
That
bit
really
of fatigue.
Nobody else has
to,
answered, and
hit
it
him.
is official material, as of right now, at least.
And
Okay,
and because
TR,
Virgil
is
is
it
a mage,
Transverse?
he can do healing. In
Troll
fact,
in the corner.
let's examine.
What is it that you want of me?
Good day.
Trollzine.
Take care of this wolf.
That's the way to show those bastards up.
Totem of the Penguin and Barbarian.
Oh, no need to.
Yeah, I actually like a resource material.
So,
Actually, a lot of it helps. I draw from when I write. So it's not there. So
some time
it
for
would
more
be
questions?
in downloads.
I'd like to know a few things about you, Virgil. That opens up his character portrait. He's got a full thing in melee.
In the
and
headlights. Here we go.
dodge.
And I upload it.
He has got some various kinds of spells in Necromantic White, namely Minor Healing. I think that's the only spell he has available. He's also got thing in Regular Healing, which is kind of useful. And, yeah, a little lower on intelligence, a little higher in strength, but, you know, nothing too terrible. More wine. We can definitely use that to sell later. Ooh. Boar we're going to want to avoid. Those guys, a little bit tougher than people we've been dealing with. This camera looks damaged from the crash. And another ailing wolf.
That's the way to show those bastards. I mean, good hit, madam.
You had a critical miss there. There we go. And we can just end combat here.
There we go. I've actually uploaded the short story for. Actually, from what I wrote, it is actually a short. Well, no, technically, a short story is a like
See if I hit
500,
Oh,
500 words or less.
Don't-
It is done.
yeah.
I've written
Yeah,
more
stay
on that. So, but the story itself, I would
close. I was
actually
hoping
classify as a
F5
short
would,
story because it's just a short. It just
do
tells
a
a
quick
short
save.
story.
But
Unlike what I'm
apparently
doing
do not-
here, which is going to be more expansive because I'm
What in God's
including
name?
more,
Better luck
like
next
two,
time.
like more than 2 stories. It's up over on. I've uploaded it to the SFW
Yeah.
Book Stories, a
My character
channel
is
over on my
not
on the
particularly
Discord.
Combat based. Boars are
Just
bit
be
of a
careful where else you click, okay? Right now, I very lightly moderate my Discord.
Quick
I've had to
save
do a few
here.
things. I've had to break out the moderation tools. Don't make me moderate any further. Pray, do not make me moderate any further. I've even had to moderate myself. Yeah, that's how far I've.
Okay, not
It's mainly me that I had to moderate, but hey,
Like-
rules are rules, and no one is above the law.
Huh.
Well, technically,
The strange flying machine.
I am the law.
You notice a plaque on it bears the legend Maxim Machinery.
Anyways, the story's up over on my Discord if y'all want to read it,
Seems a strange flying device, but much smaller.
or what I haven't already written in the past few
Never seen
days.
anything like it.
Yes, it looks very
So
much
anyways,
like the
where was
machine
I?
which attacked us.
Isn't that an ogre among the wreckage? It seems very unlikely that an ogre would have the
Okay.
intelligence to fly such a...
Oh, I was describing the bi-turbo.
They didn't really. They destroyed themselves in the attack.
Do you see that strange amulet that he's wearing? And that symbol on its face? I don't recognize it. Do you?
I can't say that I do.
Something isn't quite right about all of this. I don't remember the, scriptures talking about flying ogres and the like. We'd better get to Shrouded Hills and find Elder Joachim as soon as possible.
Well, let's do
And
so.
be careful. These wolves are none too friendly.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah, an eye in a hexagram. Interesting. Well, let's continue to explore around here. Ooh, some ginkgo root. Oop. Yeah, ideally I like to let, if I'm doing melee, let the enemies come towards me, so I'd have the most amount of action points to deal with them. And I guess while we're here, let's look over our, display right here. This is our hit points. We've got 24. Our fatigue points, we've got 34. That increases gradually. This is our belt with all of our quick slot items. Just below it, this is our experience points. Every time this lower bar fills up, another one of these ticks ignites, and if everything is all lit up like it's about to be, we gain a level. Prowling, this allows us to go into sneak mode. Pickpocket, this allows us to pick other people's pockets. Skills, this unlocks prowling, pickpocket, disarm traps, and repair. This is access to all of our spells, of which we will have none. And this unlocks all of our technological skills. So all we currently know how to do is build a handcrafted flintlock, which we need some broken flintlock pistol and a small metal tube. If we've got both of these, then we can make a weapon, which is better than the weapons that are usually available. At least from, you know, the initial merchant. And that is a level up. Yay! We were given 1 point to level ourselves up with, which is useful. Let's see. I think at the moment, yeah, I'm gonna increase my charisma. That should increase people's reaction to me, as well as, you know, make people like me a little bit more. Apparently, I'm age 10. No, we're gonna say that Alyssa here is like 19 or something. Because, yeah, no, definitely not that young. That would be creepy. Nice. Definitely getting better at this. Now we've got a kite. Which these are little annoying things. And we're in combat with multiple things. Uh-oh, you dropped your weapon there.
Sorry about that. Pepsi going down the wrong way.
Yeah, you might want to pick up your staff. I think you did. Good.
What is it that you want of me?
Make a trade. Let me just double check. Yep, you've got your staff equipped. Yeah, why don't you carry some of these random bits and bobs here? Because I think your strength is... yeah... I'm not going to say better than mine, but, you know. Yeah, encumbrance none, and... What is my encumbrance at? Encumbrance none. Oh, I've got... Is that a maximum of 600? Or 600 until I get 1 encumbrance point? Either way, yeah. Not doing too bad in the strength front. More steel plates. Oh, come on. Thank you. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. I don't want to go too far this direction because there is a kite shaman over here, and with this build and this level, yeah, the shaman would pretty much just, you know, own me. Although, speaking of getting owned, Well, first off, let me just... Okay, still no encumbrance, good. Yeah. Let's save. Yes, please. Now, this could be completely fatal, because this is a pretty tough combat for us right now, which is a bunch of rats. Yeah, you wouldn't think rats would be all that problematic. The problem is that they're very hard to hit, and there's a lot of them. Okay, that's one. Okay. That's two of them. I think at this point we might have... we might be in the clear in this combat. Because, yeah, this one I'm usually, like, very quickly taken out because they just drop us. And I gained another level because you gain experience points while you're doing stuff. Let's see here. I'm gonna want to put, yeah, I'm gonna put something into persuasion. And down to the last guy. Alright, this should be easy as pie.
Give me a minute. I am actually looking up in the source, specifically Word Hippo. Word. Am I muted?
There's a few more.
No, I got the feeling I was muted.
fine.
I'm looking up
Here we got a broken
is it
flintlock
synonyms? No, I think it's
pistol, a
synonyms
small metal tube,
for word on a
potion,
Word Hippo.
fatigue restore,
One of my my actually favorite online
bunch
thesaurus.
of metal thingies. But first,
So
let us create a handcrafted flintlock pistol. This does 2d6 damage, fatigue 1 to 4, range 15, does not have a chance of critical fail, well, an improved chance of a critical failure. So I'm going to put that in my inventory and put the dagger into my belt. And my encumbered? No. Yep, same thing there. Yeah, I've currently got a 50% chance. Let me equip that. 32. That's even worse, but I'm not spending ammunition. Haha!
there.
Some more stuff.
I was actually looking up droid.
Coal.
Because I don't want to use the term droid. Everybody knows what a droid is.
Dope.
But I believe the name itself, the term droid, while ubiquitous right now,
Spirit
is...
appears to be in great pain.
It's not... It hasn't suffered yet a genericide.
What
like
happened to
a
you?
tinfoil,
I was
like Thermos
cursed
has,
by evil
like
priest.
Google.
My
Go Google it.
name was Charles Brego, my
Well,
friend, and
Google
I
hasn't suffered
asked only for
genericide, as
something
in
to
the term
eat,
for
some sustenance.
searching things on the
We
web.
were poor, wandering, and he cursed us. My
So
friend
I just went with
cursed with madness,
personal
attacked
automatons.
me, killed me. The pain! I am cursed to be held in this realm, unable to be released. Please, please, I need your help. Help you? If you were alive, you'd be spitting on me. Let's be nice. What is it that you would have me do? Need to kill priest Arbala. He lives here. He points to my map. Oh, I've got a map. Only his death will free me. Well, of course, justice must prevail. Please, hurry. Release me from pain. And we've got an old flintlock pistol, some dynamite, revolver chamber, some stun grenades, useful, an explosive grenade. Now I'm at actual encumbrance. 15 more bullets, nice. 25 more dollars, awesome.
What is it that you want of me?
Yeah, how about you take that and some of this ore and charcoal. I'm not handing you the grenades because that's usually a recipe for disaster. And yeah, you're gonna take the magical healing devices because I don't use those very well. So, when we come back, well, we've been given a bit of a quest. Ooh, it's a rubbish pile. Some arrows and some saltpeter. Oh, that'll be useful because we can actually make our own bullets. This first area always loads so much. So, when we come back, more Arcanum. Hello and welcome back to Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura. When we last left off, well, we were greeted by the ghost of a dead bandit, asking us to take revenge on an evil priest. Nothing to loot there. And before we head this way, let's re-equip our pistol. Because, yeah. The shrine before you is crude, making rough stone and wood. Carved in one of the stones is, "And the spirit of Nazarene shall be reborn on wings of fire in hills shrouded by fog." And the fight of the last battle with the evil one, Archeon.
The altar should clear things up for us a bit. It says, and the spirit of Nazarene shall be reborn on wings of fire in hills shrouded in fog, and fight the last battle with the evil one.
And the evil one? Who is that?
I'm sorry, but I don't know. I guess we better find out, considering you're supposed to fight him.
I'm glad you find this amusing, because I don't know. It's probably a good idea, Virgil. Let's go.
Yes, of course.
If I may,
Further down
let me
this
pause
area.
it here.
Oh,
Let me
hello.
pause this. If I may. Oh, you could just keep going. I really don't care about if the actual stream video keeps going or not, as long as I'm still streaming. If y'all if kind of like what you're hearing with a Guildy's playthrough, I would like to give you two options. One, actually, for right now, I am going to actually Go to Gildy's channel. No, what are you doing? You may be showing what is not there. Hmm. Nope. Can I copy link? Copy URL. Okay. I grabbed the URL and I would highly recommend y'all go and actually, can't I edit? No, I can remove. I'll go ahead and remove that. I will actually message removed. Yeah. I removed my own message. I did not give myself permission to upload it. Therefore, I removed it. I now give myself permission to upload it. Even I play by my own rules. And also, I noticed I did not actually put a descriptor in. Well, there. Oh, it did that, did it? Oh well, I'll just go ahead and pin that up there. That link is to Gilded Tongue's YouTube channel. And secondly, if you like their playthrough, I highly recommend you go watch the I'm gonna get dinged for this, but I don't care. The in their own words, and I quote, "Gentleman Arsonist," end quote, playthrough of Arcanum over on the Black Pants Legion YouTube channel, which I will not be posting the link in chat because I have no agreements with them, no licensing deals, even though I've reached out a few times, but to various people who I think is affiliated with them. Most likely they're not. But the way a Mr. Tex plays that game, plays Arcanum, it's hilarious, fun, enjoyable, and the commentary the color commentary he gives along with the his guest co-stars, I guess you could say. Often it's Crow, I believe, but sometimes Diggs comes in, Deputy. These are just their nicknames. They're the Legion. They're actually not a social group. They're a Discord group that actually meets in real life, and they actually are the Black Pants Legion. They're not a militia or anything, as far as I know. They're just a bunch of good old boys. I could continue that song, but I'm not going to, cause there's other connotations in that which I do not believe actually really applies to them. Well, maybe some of them, knowing some of the stories I've heard, but anyways, but if you're enjoying Arcanum so far, or what?
Arcanum.
Oh, thirdly, if you like if you want to actually play Arcanum, this is kind of it's getting you interested in it. Steam and GOG have it on their platforms. Let me check actually. This will probably pop up because I'm capturing the window, I believe, and not the capturing the screen. Well, it's okay. So I do this. Come to all games. I know I'm promoting a game, but I very much, if I'm just saying, if y'all like it. Okay, so As of a Monday, December 9th, 2024, right around 3:30ish. Well, actually, it's 3:23, but I'm rounding up to 3:30ish p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States. Arcanum, Steamworks, and Magic Obscura is $6, US dollars on GOG. Yeah. And in my experience, it's the better of the two. But I believe Steam, the one owned by Valve, they've got it too. I own both of them, but I have it installed with Steam. I mean, I have it installed in Steam. I do not have it installed in Steam. I have it installed with GOG because GOG comes with the patches. I believe GOG usually does. Also, with the whole you don't own digital debacle, I'm actually trying to transfer over to GOG as much as possible, if not physical. So, anyways, just thought I'd drop in, actually kind of promote Guildy, which they're great. They've become a part of my weeks when I'm feeling down. Especially when I get a migraine. Their voice, so even, so soft. It goes great on my migraines. There's some series, some of the Let's Plays they've done that I want to watch, but I'm not going to because I'm watching them with y'all. With you, chat. And personality-wise, just... Guildy... I'll admit it. I have kind of just a little bit of a crush on them. Just a little bit. It's more of a fanboy crush, but it's still a little bit of a crush. But anyways, let's get on with it.
Of Steamworks and Magic Obscura. When we last left off,
it's not romantic. It's purely
you were greeted by
platonic.
The ghost of a dead bandit, asking us to take revenge on an evil priest. Nothing to loot there. And before we head this way, let's re-equip our pistol. Because, yeah. The shrine before you is crude, making rough stone and wood. Carved in one of the stones is, "And the spirit of Nazarene shall be reborn on wings of fire in hills shrouded by fog." And the fight to the last battle with the evil one, Archeon.
The altar should clear things up for us a bit. It says, "And the spirit of Nazarene shall be reborn on wings of fire in hills shrouded in fog, and fight the last battle with the evil one."
And the evil one? Who is that?
I'm sorry, but I don't know. I guess we better find out, considering you're supposed to fight him.
I'm glad you find this amusing, because I don't know. It's probably a good idea, Virgil. Let's go.
Yes, of course.
Let's head further down this area. Oh, hello. Hold there! What are you doing up here? Good God, man, I just survived a blazing inferno.
I mean no disrespect, madam, but I don't trust this bastard one bit. Bloody convenient he just happened to show up here just now, don't you think? Excuse my language, madam.
Well, what do you recommend, Virgil?
I've dealt with buggers, individuals like this before. Perhaps you'll let me talk with him for a few minutes.
Of course, Virgil. Feel free to do what you think is best.
Thank you. I'll take care of this. You there! What exactly are you doing up here? And what gives you the right to ask so many questions?
I'm just asking a simple question. What are you two doing up here? I'm from Shrouded Hills, a village not far from here, and I've witnessed this terrible accident. Is it a crime to wonder what exactly is going on? This is all very true. We'll let Virgil speak. Why not?
Oh, really? Listen, I came from Shrouded Hills myself. It's at least a day's journey from here. There's no way you could have traveled here that fast. I think you're lying, sir.
Oh. I didn't come from Shrouded Hills just now. I was camping not far from here when I saw the blaze. Why are you questioning me? I've done you no harm. Yeah, I don't trust him either. You keep talking, Virgil.
No, I don't think you understand. I'm asking the questions here, and I don't like your answers. I'm going to ask you one more time. Why are you here?
I don't recommend you speak to me that way, friend. I've asked a question. I'm expecting an answer. We can make this simple or difficult. Virgil, perhaps I'd better take over. Yes, that's more reasonable. Now, why are you here? Well, perhaps you ought to tell me what you're doing here. I'm from Shrouded Hills. I don't feel like speaking about it. Leave me alone. I'm afraid that's not an option. You see, I'm here to see if there's any survivors. I don't like your tone, sir. Get out of my way. And I'm making sure there are no survivors. Now you die. Yep. He's an assassin. Luckily, a man-sized target, pretty easy to shoot.
This man was a hired killer. Someone doesn't want anyone walking away from this blimp crash.
Yes, it seems that way. Perhaps it has to do with the gnome?
Yes, that may very well be the case. It might be a good idea to find out who owns that ring.
Perhaps there'll be some answers in Shrouded Hills.
Yes, let's go to Shrouded Hills.
Let's take his person. Staff might be useful. Some quality robes. And an amulet with a strange symbol. The other symbol. Also, has a pair of boots on. Guess what? I'm wearing those boots.
What is it that you want of me?
Let's see, those are quality robes. And your current robes, AC 3, AC 5. Yes, we are. Can I not equip you with stuff? Okay, there you've equipped that. And, okay. I think, what it is you have to have people like you so much before they let you to, allow you to...
Madam, you might wish to consult your map. I believe there might be a quicker way to Shrouded Hills.
Okay. So this is teaching us about the world map. This icon here, usually the map icon, but when you're far enough away from any event, it turns into the world map. So let's begin world map. And let's head to Arabla. Yeah. It's a bit late, but...
Excuse my... Well, I've been silent
sleeping.
mostly, but... Excuse my not typing.
yeah,
I'm actually doing a
sleep
little
until
cursory look into V8 engines. Yeah, I actually do a research on... I do research.
Yeah, no, that's unlocked.
Sometimes longer than others into topics I don't know about.
It's a bunch of...
If I'm going to be talking about... If I know I'm going to be writing or talking about something. Because otherwise, I have no opinion on the subject and I cannot speak to it.
And who might you be, sir? The wizened old priest seems to be in some pain. I am Arabla. And you are? I am Alyssa, Ralthus. Well, Alyssa, what brings you to my humble farm? I've been sent here by Brago's spirit.
No, it's not in line.
He's dead already? How sad. Has he sent you to finish what he could not already? Finish what he started? What
Oh, so
exactly are
that's
you
where the V
speaking of?
comes from.
I am surprised his path ended so soon after he
Give
shattered.
me a minute here. I'll kind of explain. There's a few types of a engine types, 8-cylinder engine types. There's inline, where the pistons are arranged in all in a row on one side, and you see the in a side, and they work in concert, kind of like a if you move your fingers on one hand up and down in a rhythm, kind of like you're tapping them. But not, but it's more moving them forwards and backwards. That's kind of like the inline 8 engines. That's inline, I would say I8s, maybe. They were very early versions, most common in luxury cars of the early luxury cars of the early to mid 1990s. Uh, Examples of them can be found in the Bugatti Type 35, the Mercedes. I don't know if it's actually Benz, because there's some little there's some debate on if it's Mercedes or Mercedes Benz, but it's the 5 540K Roadster, one of my favorite classic cars. And the Dursenberg Model J, which is a very classic and recognizable car. Those are old cars, and then you actually have the V8 engine, which is when you think of a 8-cylinder engine, you think of the V8. How the pistons are arranged on both, kind of at an angle on each side. Basically, a classic V8. That's where the V comes from, because it looks like when you're looking at it like head on or reverse, it's like the pistons form a V. And then you have the flat 8 engines, which the pistons are placed at a 180-degree angle and lie flat on the engine bay. So, examples of of cars that actually use the flat 8 or the F8, I would abbreviate to, is like the Porsche 804, the Porsche 908, and the Porsche 910. I do look, the Porsche 804 is a very classic car, very distinct. And so is the Porsche 908. I didn't really recognize the Porsche 910. So, I wonder, are there any other types of any type of 8-cylinder? I don't want to know about crankshaft configuration. Actually, I do, because cross planes. Oh, the V8 is also known as the cross plane crankshaft. Flat plane was like the F8. Automotive use, size, layout, and classification. Wait, there's such thing as a transverse engine? I thought I had come across the term transverse before, beyond actually transversing the continent, or like just like like a great expedition. It also is a term used for engines. A transverse engine. I am reading from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia themselves. This is Wikipedia themselves, the organization, the company saying this. In my opinion, despite people, you're able to edit anybody's able to edit this. This is Wikipedia themselves saying this because they are the publisher of this. A transverse engine is an engine mounted in a vehicle so that the engine's crankshaft axis is perpendicular to the direction of travel. So basically sideways. So basically turn what you would normally expect an engine to do. You know, you got the crankshaft, gearbox, drive shaft. Turn the motor 90 degrees. Turn the engine block 90 degrees. So you have the crankshaft sticking out like towards one of the wheels. Many modern front-wheel drive vehicles use, this is still quoting Wikipedia, what I said about turning it 90 degrees. That section was not from Wikipedia, that was my own. Many modern front-wheel drive vehicles use this engine-mounted configuration. Most rear-wheel drive vehicles use a longitudinal engine configuration where the engine's crankshaft is parallel to the direction of travel. Longitudinal. Longitudinal is basically what you would normally think about basically how a V8 works. So most modern cars have transverse engines. They're just mounted sideways, as despite what you would actually think. The more you know. Anyways, back to the show.
Mine. After I offered him food and drink, he
That's
and
your
his
little
friend,
bit tidbit for
Farkas,
the day.
I believe his name
Factoids for the day.
ransacked my house for whatever they could find. When they finally found my one object of any value, a sacred, holy artifact, they killed my family. They left me for dead as well. So you cursed them. I retired from the priesthood some years ago, but it was all I could do. In my pain and my grief, their souls will never leave this plane of existence. And the curse of madness that caused Fargus to kill Brago? No, I believe that was the curse of greed. If I had to guess, Fargus decided he didn't want to share ill-gotten gains with anyone. Despicable people. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you for your kind words, but there is something else. I need to recover the sacred artifact they stole. It is very important to me. I need to pray to my gods effectively. Did Brago say anything? Give you any clue to where it might be? No, he did not. Hopples a bit closer. I know it is none of your affair, but could you assist me in trying to locate what is rightfully mine? It's the least I could do. Any idea where I should start? Excellent. Perhaps our friend, the late Mr. Brago, would have some information that he could impart to you regarding the location of my sacred possession. I appreciate your kindness, though I regret I have nothing to give you for your help. I will return when I have retrieved your property, sir. Huh. So, I guess Brago was, telling us a bit of a naughty. Headstone is exquisitely carved with the message, Jamalaya, beloved wife and mother. This headstone is carved with the message, safe, beloved son. Yeah. So, Brago got some splaining to do. And then we head to the crash site, which always takes forever to load. Hopefully the rest of the towns don't take this long to load, but it might be the case. Come on, game. Oh, yes, down there, that's our companion little icon there. I think we should be able to take on another Kite Scout and a Wolf. Now, it might be a little more difficult to hit them because it's twilight. Yeah, let me go for the Wolf, it's bigger. Well, at least I'm hitting it. Nice. Haha. Hobbling back towards me, eh? Wasn't smart. Yeah, over here, there is the Kite Shaman and a magic chest. We'll eventually want the stuff out of that, but for now, let's go talk to Brago. Nice, the rats don't respawn. Hi, Brago. Please, I beg you, the pain. I need to talk to the friend that killed you. The pain, he composes himself. So you spoke with Arbala instead of killing him. Bravo, my friend. I applaud you. Tell me where Farkas is. Why should I tell you that? I will still be here for all eternity. I've convinced Arbala to release you if you help me. You would, wouldn't you? There is one thing about you noble types, is that you'll do the right thing, even if it kills you. Very well. Anything to be released from this pain. Farkas is here. Thank you for the information. Please hurry. Release me from pain. We didn't actually convince the priest to let him out of this. I know, but you think he would have told us if we didn't? I suppose that's true. Are you a frequent bender of the truth? Well, only if it's truly needed. Ideally not, but, you know, desperate times and all. Virgil, desperate times. So, while I'm here, let's also discuss more of the interface. Yep, character editor, logbook. This tells us about all of our various sort of things here. And quests, we have Strange Origin of the Ring, and we're currently on this side quest. Reputation, no special reputations. We have given no blessings. We've killed 23 things. We've killed the Kite Scout, which is the most powerful thing. Least powerful is an ailing wolf. I think it's always going to be an ailing wolf. Most evil was the Elf City Dweller, and most magical was the same Elf City Dweller. No injuries yet, and this is my background, and I've got nothing in my keyring. Yep, and this is the map can start off with the map of the regular area, and you can also set up waypoints that way. Inventory, fate points. We have none right now, but those are essentially special boons that allow you to fudge dice rolls in your favor. So let's head to Simon Farkas's shack. Okay, let's be cautious here. Got that there, knife in the belt. Might as well put the staff in the belt as well, just in case everything goes, you know, terribly. I have no time for half-orcs. Please excuse me, sir, I meant no offense. There's no excuse for worthless fools such as yourself. I demand satisfaction, dog. Your guts beg to go out, harlot. Yeah, that might not have been the smartest move, but we know this guy is not a particularly nice fellow, and I'm not gonna grovel at, you know, someone who's a bit of a goit. He is, however, considerably, stronger than most people we've had to deal with. Luckily, Virgil is quick on the heel. Okay, he's down to 16%, 10%, not bad. Ow. Well, we've been knocked out. And at least we've recovered enough fatigue points to get up, hopefully. And now it's Virgil's turn to be knocked unconscious. Where am I? The pain! Release me! You are dead. And I'm picking up Arpala's artifact. Wait! No! Yes. Oh, you are cursed to be trapped here forever. Ah, please no, please. So, let's just double check my inventory. Yep, Arbala's sacred artifact. So, let's go talk to Arbala. Oh. Yeah, sometimes you gotta, like, zigzag around places. Thank you for healing me up there. Oh, come on. Is it locked? Oh no, it's unlocked. I've retrieved your artifact. I thank you, as do the spirits of my ancestors. I must admit to having lied to you before. I do have something to give you, something of immeasurable value. I bestow my blessing upon you. Everyone you'll meet will now react to you more favorably than perhaps they did in the past. Thank you. So, for returning Arbala's sacred artifacts, you've been given his blessing. Yay! And we have completed that quest there. And gained a level. Nice. Let's see, so before we end this video, let's figure out what I want to do with that. Yeah, let's increase my ability to produce weapons. And yeah, when we come back, I think it's finally time to head over to the next town, Shrouded Hills. Have a good one, folks. Hello and welcome back to Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura. When we last left off, well, we dealt with the ghost of Barjaco, Simon Farkas, who is now currently a ghost, and the priest of Arbala. So let's head over to Shrouded Hills, which, as you can see, takes a bit more than a day to get there. And I'm down to 50 bullets. Gonna have to do some fixing on that. Hopefully there should be a place that I can reload.
Elder Joachim is staying at the inn next to the bank.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose first things first, let's check out the inn. Ma'am, could you share a couple of coins to a person in a difficult situation? You seem to be in pain. Is there anything I can do to help? Thanks for noticing. I got my foot caught in one of the steam-powered pumps. Boy, did it hurt. Tuck picks me up. Sheriffs me, too. I don't have the money to see him again until I get better. Okay, here's a 10 spot to keep you going. Let the gods of Arcanum be with you. No problem. Hello there. Greetings, good sir. What can I help you with? Can you tell me about this ring I found? I'm no expert. Maybe you should talk to a merchant. Thanks. I'm departing.
Joachim's room is at the end of the hall on the left.
End of the hall, eh? Uh-oh.
Good God! What's happened here? These men, I've never seen them before.
They all have the same amulets. Well, this seems to be a conspiracy of sorts. Have some bullets on him. I'll definitely take that. And I'll definitely take that cash. Aha! And if I take this over to the hand icon, I can read it. Virgil, I'm assuming you're not alone. As you can see, there are people in Shrouded Hills looking for me. Luckily for me, these fellows were easily dispatched. Do not speak to anyone about the Zeppelin crash or your new companion's involvement with it. When you're able to make your way to Toronto, check the telegram office there. I will leave a message telling you how to contact me.
But it seems Joachim has discovered something. These individuals seem to be part of some larger plot. A plot against you.
Yes, and don't the amulets on these men seem a bit familiar?
Yes. They're the same amulets we found on the orcs in those flying machines. The orcs who shot down the IFS Zephyr. Did they somehow know you were going to be on that blimp? The Elder Joachim seems to think that they know who you are. I mean, who you really are.
It looks that way. Tell me, Virgil, who exactly is this Joachim?
He is, well, someone who helped me out when I needed it. I met him in a small village at a Panari temple. I was, a bit down on my luck. He showed me that you don't always have to take what life gives you. But there's always a better path. And that it's always your choice to travel it.
What do you mean, down on your luck? What happened?
I'd rather not talk about it anymore. But Joachim is a great man. Well versed in the ways of the Panari, and also in the ways of the world. If he thinks we're in trouble, then we are. Let's get out of here, and get to Toronto.
Alright, Virgil. Perhaps we'll talk more of this later. Okay. Also, yeah, now our reaction modifier is only a -7. Which, you know, isn't great still, but hey, Let's go over to the merchants around here. And, actually, no, let's not start with the merchants. Let's, first stock with this guard here. Yes? I've been in the most terrible of blimp crashes, sir. Good God, you mean the IFS Zephyr? I thought I'd heard something in the night. Where did this happen? Just up the hill. I recommend you bring the coroner. Oh no! What about the other local surgeon? Are there any other survivors? No, it seems luck has favored only myself. Lucky soul you are, and you've come to the right man. Being the local constable, it'll fall on me to take action. Well, send a party up to the site as soon as possible. Yes, I do have a few more questions, though. Of course, go ahead. What can you tell me of this place? Surely, this is Shrouded Hills, a mining town through and through. As far as town goes, it's pretty old, but we've got most of what a soul might need. What sort of mining goes around here? Ore mining, mostly, and not even so much of that anymore. Years ago, the old Bessie Toon silver mine brought quite a bit of business to Shrouded Hills. The vein ran dry, and so did most of the local commerce. That all comes up out of Bessie now is iron ore. Who was Bessie Toon? Bessie Toon? She was an old woman who used to live here. Owned the silver mine. Real strange old lady. Strange how? Well, folks say she never slept, and she made shepherd's pie out of shrews. Typical towny talk. Some said old Zeph Yeat's backside broke out in boils when he sat on her divan. I get the picture. Is that all? No, when the mine started to dry up, I guess she got real batty. Went up one day, fired all the workers, and walked down into the mine. Word is, she was never seen again. That is a bit odd. Who owns the mine now? I'm not sure. I suppose it's owned by her son now, Percival Toon. Where does Percival Toon live? Oh, lives up by the mine. You can't miss it. My thanks. May I ask you a few more questions? Of course. Go ahead. What can you tell me of this place? What sort of businesses are here in town? Well, the usual things. Blacksmith, general store, inn with a pub. If you're looking for some healing, old Doc Roberts can help you there. He's just north of here. Very good. Who's in charge around here? I sort of double as a constable and the town mayor, I suppose. You could say I'm the man to see. What is the quickest way out of town? Yeah, well, that's a sticky situation. You see, there's one bridge to the east of town, and currently that bridge is being held up by a group of thieves. Please continue. We're building another bridge further downriver, but these thieves are making anyone who crosses the bridge pay a heavy toll. Needless to say, the locals aren't happy. Why haven't you done anything about it, Constable? Well, I've been busy with other problems, of course, and I plan to take care of them as soon as humanly possible. Who exactly are these thieves? Just some brigands who blew into town. I'll, dispatch them tomorrow, right after I take care of that, other business. I'm sure you're very busy. Perhaps I could help. Really? I mean, not that I needed it. You seem fit for the job. Always thought about getting a deputy. Sure, if you're willing. I suppose I could give you a chance. I'd be honored to remove them. What's the pay? You're an amateur, but I suppose I could, get away with paying you 50 gold pieces for the job? Is that your salary? I mean, I am doing your job. What? You're insulting me? I have no needs for the likes of you. Just joking. If I remove them, what's the pay? Done. Great! I look forward to hearing about your success. Come back when you solve the problem. I'll return when I've taken care of things. So, before we start going through here, we're going to start looting trash. Let's see, metal can don't need coal would be good. Metal plates aren't always bad. I'll take the shoes, why not? Blacksmith trash, always useful. It's got revolver parts, something I've been looking for. Worn ladies' boots. And charcoal ain't bad. Actually, what is... required for that? Oh! I can actually construct myself a fine revolver. I'm totally doing that because that should give me even more power. Staff, fine steel dagger. Dropped it on the ground. Shouldn't do that. 3 to 12. Yep. Range 15. Considerably better than what I was wielding before. Nice. Let's see, you've got a reaction of 53 to me. Yeah, I think the best thing I'm going to get out of this is dealing with the blacksmith. What do you want? Ask who you are, sir. Greetings, I'm Lloyd Gerlos, local blacksmith. How may I help you today? Pleasure, Lloyd. May I ask you a few questions? How can I help? What services do you provide, Lloyd? What service you need of? Well, we can get some apprentice training in blacksmithing, which is not a bad idea, but I've got nothing in blacksmith skilled in. So, let's barter. So he has an axe of strength, really big and powerful. Giant hammer, not bad. Some wood. Wooden shield, an inferno hammer. Well, let's get rid of some stuff. You don't want any of the arrows. That's fine. Don't want any of the railroad spikes. That's also fine. Don't want any of this. Or the weapons. That's annoying. And you have your own personal hammer. Yeah, most people will only buy stuff that they actually deal with. And you are, good sir. I am Razier, importer of fine goods and rarities all over the world. Nowhere you find a more incredible assortment of fantastical oddities from the four corners of Arcanum and beyond. You're looking for something specific, yes? Fascinating. Could you answer a few questions? What can Razier do to you? Let's trade, good sir. So, yeah, he definitely has a bunch of oddities as far as we can see. Does have more revolver parts, which I might buy off of him because, yeah, I can construct items out of junk, essentially, and, you know, be able to make that a bit more useful. And you'll also take these amulets. I'm going to keep one, but don't need any more of those. Don't need any of those. Yeah, this dagger's useless to me. Yeah, we can get rid of the dynamite. I'd rather have cash than that. Don't care about the plates. You will take the wine, though, so I'll give you some of those. So, gun chassis. Probably take that. Other straps, don't need that. Small metal tube. Could create a flintlock pistol out of those. Music box, don't need that. Pocket watch parts. Old gears. Yeah, gun chassis. It gets you quite a bit. You're carrying a sword and a charming amulet. Yeah. So, yeah, I can part with 10 coin pieces that
What
way.
is it that you want of me?
And yeah, hand me some of the random crap that I've been handing you. You're still at none. Yeah, we'll just give you all the arrows. Not that I imagine you're going to be using any of them. And you can keep your letter. Okay. Yeah, let's trade Rizzy. 32 and chirp. Nothing I particularly need or want right now. Excuse me, madame, but I couldn't help overhear you telling the good constable you were on the sole survivor of the IFS Zephyr. Is that true? I'd rather not speak of it. I'm rather traumatized by the affair. Please, madame, let us know. Were you on that blimp or not? I have very good reason for wanting to know. I beseech you. And as I told you, I'd rather not speak of it. Good day. No need to be rude, man. Sure you'll be staying Shrouded Hills. I'm sure we'll be seeing one another again. William Radcliffe. I might have to reload and talk to him because, yeah, didn't we talk to a Radcliffe? Yes, madame? Oh yes, can you train me to be an expert in firearms, sir? I have the skill necessary to be trained as an expert. Yeah, I could be maybe an apprentice, but not an expert. Ask your train. I am called Doc Roberts. In these parts, who might you be? I'm Melissa Relthus. Well, Melissa, there's nothing else. I'd be thanking you to get along. Is there any work to be had around here? Whether old man looks at you over as if praising any potential you might accidentally possess. There might be something, if you don't mind putting your hide in danger's way. Well, I'm not averse to a bit of danger, provided the pay is right. Word has it me the Bowen gang is coming to rob the bank. Too bad for them, my money happens to be there too. So, what do you need me for? I could use someone to watch my back, and there ain't no one worth their salt in this town. Sounds intriguing. What will you pay for my help? That all depends, Alyssa. You fancy yourself a magicier or a scientician? I am partial to ways of technology. Well, in that case, I have a finely made pistol here that I could let you have afterward, were you to back me up when the trouble starts. I'm intrigued by your offer. What would you need me to do? Meet me in front of the bank. I'll be keeping an eye on the trouble start. When it does, I expect you to be by my side. I'll see you there then. Okay, so we are going to be getting into a bit of a scuffle. A considerable scuffle. So, going to save here, and I know it's a bit early, but I think we're going to call this a video, and when we come back, we're going to head into the first bank of Shrouded Hills. Have a good one, folks. Hello, and welcome back to Arcanum of Steamworks.
Well, folks, if y'all have been following along, it's not been that much. I've written maybe like a few paragraphs, one or two, but that's mostly the time I took was mostly talking to y'all and doing a little bit of cursory research. I could have went into more, like hours and hours of researching what type of 8-cylinder engine. It's not just V8. Come to find out, it's L8s and F8s. But yeah, it's 4 o'clock. Well, actually, it's 4:13. Sweet. I actually kind of like the look of that number. 4:13. Well, it's 4:13 p.m. Where I'm at, and I started right around 2:10 p.m. So I think it kind of evens out because I usually stream for about an hour. I will be continuing writing because I've got the writing bug, and I will use it when I have it. So, yeah, with it being about 2 hours or so, I'm going to say this is the end of the episode. Do what you normally do. If it's like, subscribe. If it's downvote, downvote. If it's commenting saying, you suck, go ahead and do it. I really don't care what you do after this. All I care about is y'all having taken the time out of your day to let me be part of your day. And I very much appreciate it. So, until next time, why into the arena? Why into the going into what is it? Mo? No, Larry there, I think, because Curly's the with the Three Stooges. The Curly's the one with the hair. Mo is the leader, so yeah, going into is some it's just some Larry, the bald one, going kind of the crazy one. But anyways, until next time, folks. Fly into the arena if you don't have to. Catch you on the bounce. Later.